Hi everyone, I'm Angela. Welcome and welcome back to Angela's Fashion Mix. I hope you've had a fantastic day. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. This is where I talk about fashion, how I enjoy my wardrobe, and how I get dressed day to day and what that looks like. My wardrobe has been a years long exercise in getting to where it is. And I mentioned in my birthday video last year that I'm at the point where I'm really trying to curate the closet that I absolutely love and trying to be a bit more intentional about the pieces that come in to help create that and make that happen. So I'm showing you some pieces today that I've come across recently. And if you are new, I don't shop just retail. I also shop thrift and consignment or yard sale or estate sale or a variety of other places. But I just kind of want things that I'm going to enjoy over the years because I tend not to get rid of things very quickly. But I do want to really focus on what's here. So over the past few months, I have been getting rid of some things and starting to replace some things. So, what I'm adding into the closet and showing you in this video is a few of those pieces. So, I have an event coming up this weekend on the 18th, and I'm not ready for it with regard to my outfit. It's a rainbow tea. You've heard me mention that before. It's held at my church, and I am a captain this year for the first time, and my color is turquoise. So I've started to, in my head, build what that looks like for my tables, but I don't have turquoise except for two pieces. And I wouldn't wear either of one of them to the rainbow tea. So this is where I am in terms of color. This is a velvet blazer. You may have seen it before. Obviously, I'm not going to wear that to the rainbow tea in October. I'd probably pass out. And the other is a turtleneck. So I'm leaning more toward this color in terms of what my table linens are. So that's where I'm starting. So I've got 4 days or so to pull a look together. And I'm usually not caught in this way. This just kind of goes against the grain of what I typically talk about in terms of being prepared. But this came up a couple of weeks ago with regard to me having a table. So I wasn't prepared because my idea was that I would select the table color that I wanted to go to, and I would pick something, of course, from what I had. Turquoise was not that. So that's where we are. I will definitely have something, hopefully by Thursday, so that whatever tweaking needs to be done, I'll be able to do that. So we'll see how that works out. So with regard to the pieces that I have new in, we're going to start with some jewelry. You've heard me mention Cato a lot of times. And I have a black necklace. You've seen it before. It's beaded. But I wanted something a little more casual that had the possibility of being able to elevate. So I found this chain style necklace. I have a couple of these in this style. So I found this. It came with the earrings. That's a possibility to wear them with or without. Because I typically mix different things together. And they're $13. So I love that. And also kind of starting the process of pulling my look together, and I don't know at this point what that will turn out to be. But I did find these earrings in turquoise. They're a butterfly earring. And you don't know, I like butterflies. And I thought this was pretty cute. I do need to make an adjustment on them though. They are pierced, but for where the post is on the earring, it hangs a little bit off the ear. So I'm going to change the post a little bit, just reposition it and make it fit a little closer to the ear. But I do like those. And new into my closet, I was gifted these on Saturday. I went to lunch with a couple of people that I've come to really enjoy spending time with. And they're subscribers here in the area. And one of them brought these earrings. They have pearls. Hopefully you can see that. And she said, I know you love pearls. And they're very cute. They're shell. So we're going to definitely wear these earrings. No doubt about that. So for what I have had the opportunity to grab, about 5 pieces. So at some point there's going to be a really big video of the new pieces that I've gotten in. I've been kind of holding off on that so that we can really mix up some combinations when I do the video of what these pieces will do and how they'll work in the closet. So that is coming soon, but for now I'm just showing you the pieces that I'm acquiring, and one of them is in this gorgeous color. Now it could be a summer piece, but it can also work here in the fall with a jacket, and I absolutely love this color, and it's layered. I love that. And pleats, has kind of a pleated effect, so I love that. Little ruffle at the neck. So that's piece number 1. Has a keyhole neck with double buttons on the back. Love, love, love the color. I found this little jacket at Ross. I believe it was Ross. I took the tag out. And it's by New York and Company. Button front. We have pockets. And it's a faux suede. I love that. The cuff detail. And I am going to replace a jacket that I have in a similar color. So this is the one I already have. You've probably seen it. And it also is button front. No pockets, notch collar. But I'm going to be getting rid of this one. And we're going to replace it with this. Love the color. They're very close. And a lot of versatility in terms of color matching with this little jacket. I love it. Oh, and I didn't tell you where I got this from. This is by Ashley. That's by Ashley Stewart. And something I have not had in a lot of years is a corduroy skirt. And I used to have one that was very much this color. It had a wider cord. And I haven't had one for so long. And when I saw that they had this, I decided to grab it. It has a slit in front. It has pockets. And it's a fine cord. I do like that. And it has pockets in front as well. It also has belt loops, and I do like that. And again, this was a Walmart find. It's 20 bucks at Walmart. So we're going to be styling that. Oh no, I thrift, and I enjoy the thrift space because there is such opportunity in that space to find uniqueness. And I've often heard several of you say, I never see anything at a thrift store. Thrift stores are trash. And I know what you're talking about. There are those that are a lot less appealing to shop in than, say, a Goodwill or some other thrift store that has order and organization so that you can really see the things. That is much more appealing. I get that. And sometimes it's those spaces that are less attractive that will have some of the best things. Now, I've often told you all that when I'm out and about wherever I am, if I see a store, Goodwill or otherwise, anything that looks like a thrift store. Sometimes, depending on my schedule, I'll pop in and just see what's there. One day last week, I went past the store, and it's been several months since I have been in the area. And I happened to see that there is a thrift store with the same name as one in another area of the city that I have been to before. So I said, well, let me just swing in here. And I didn't know they were there. Turns out that was the first day they opened and they were having their grand opening. So perfect timing. And it was absolutely hilarious. I walked a couple of aisles, and as I turned to walk around to a spot in the store, this lady was looking at a dress. I hit the corner, we met eyes, and she said, here, this looks like something you would like, or something to that effect. And I'm like, oh, okay, wow. So I looked at the dress, and sure enough, I absolutely love this dress. But there is one thing about the dress, and this is something I do not do. I'm not going to say I've never done it, but it's not something that I typically do with regard to acquiring a new piece. This is too small. And it's a medium. I can get in it, but I cannot zip it. But for what this dress offers, we're going to figure it out. We're going to definitely figure this out. It has a belt. So I won't, at whatever point, until I get it done, I won't try it on, of course. But look at the detail in this dress. There was no way that I was going to leave this. And it is tulle. And there is it's like the tulle has a back to it. Let me show you this design here. There is a design. Hopefully you can see that. It's like woven tulle. I've never seen this fabric before. And there is crinoline. It's a crinoline layer there. So it also has kind of a scalloped hem. It's a little bit of that. But the dress is gorgeous. So when I tried it on, and I didn't try it on until I got it home because it didn't matter. I was going to buy the dress. So even if I had to give it to someone, if I was not going to be able to make this work, I was okay with that. But for what this dress offers, there was no way I was leaving it in the store. It was like $28. What I need to do, or have done, I'm not sure how that's going to go just yet. I need about 4 inches to make this work. So the idea is that I open up the sides and put an insert in the sides of some fabric that is very comparable to this. Now, nobody's going to be looking under my arm to know what's under my arm. So I don't mind doing that. But that is what I'm anticipating being the remedy. Now, if that does not work, the waist works fine. So if it comes to it, I could really turn this into an amazing skirt and then just add a gorgeous top with it. So we have options. But I really, really, really love this dress. And the fact that it's black just made it even more special. And finally, a duster. And what I love about this is the color blocking. And of course, this will go with black. It can go with denim. We can do it with white or gray or whatever. But I do love a duster. And so I'm kind of building this space. You've seen several dusters that I already have. And most recently you saw the black and orange sweater that are dusters. So I'm really loving the floor length look. So we're going to add this to create something there. Those are my new in pieces. And as I said, at some point, not too far away, for what I showed you a couple of weeks ago, along with these pieces, and um, potentially anything else that I acquire over the next couple of weeks or so, we're going to do one big video of looks, mix, match, all of that. So that is the vision for those. So I hope you enjoyed seeing these pieces and are inspired maybe to add some of these to your wardrobe. And the stores mentioned are Ashley Stewart, Ross, and Walmart, which is where these pieces came from, and Cato for the jewelry. Wish me well in terms of trying to find my look for the rainbow tee. So I really got to hone in on that and get that done because it's in a few days. So if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe, like, and share the video. Give it a thumbs up if you will. And for those of you that shop the live sale, join me on Tuesday, the 14th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will plan to see you there. Everyone, until the next video, have a fantastic week, and we'll see you the next time. Bye.